Hello friends, the time has come for the end of the year. So everybody reflects on their reading throughout the year and what they finished and what they didn't finish and what they didn't get to. There was a tweet that I saw earlier that was just like, oh, time to make my reading goals. Something along the lines of like, next year I'll read the books I meant to read in 2019, which were the books I was supposed to read in 2018, which were the books I was supposed to read in 2017. I feel like most readers are not a stranger to the gigantic TBR pile. Those books you've purchased and you wanted to read and just you haven't gotten around to it for whatever reason. I am here to help you with that. I have decided to come up with a challenge that I'm going to do and I hope you will join me in it, and it's called the Bust Your Bookshelf Challenge. Essentially, this is a year-long reading challenge where we try to read as many books, unread books on our TBR, as possible. So I've created a list of challenges that are there to aid you in kind of selecting and reading books that have been sitting on your shelf for maybe quite a while. The whole goal of this reading challenge is to only read books that you already own. If you don't have a book to fulfill one of the challenges, then don't worry about it. Don't do that challenge. This isn't a completion challenge. My list of challenges that I've created are kind of like a guideline to help you select books. There are 24 challenges on this list, so essentially that breaks down to 2 books a month. I feel like most people on BookTube or people who have this huge unread pile of books problem are people who read more than 2 books a month. So when selecting your TBR, you can select 2 books that fulfill 2 of the challenges and kind of get rid of some of your unread books. These challenges are meant to be really general, and I tried to think of things that maybe everybody would have. So they're not very specific, they're kind of things that maybe everybody has on their shelf. Things like read the longest book on your shelf or the shortest book on your shelf, or read a nonfiction book. You know those books where you're like, ooh, I should probably read something like that, but you just never got around to it because maybe it's not what you normally read. There's challenges like finish a series, because we all have those series that we just have one more book left in and we just haven't gotten around to the last one. Or a book that you received as a gift and you haven't read it yet and you feel really guilty, and now it's time to get rid of that like lingering guilt. And then there are challenges like read a spring book or a winter book, read a summer book. It's kind of like challenges where books, not like a specific situation, but like a book that gives you that feeling. So maybe reading a winter book means you read a really dark fantasy type of book, or a summer book means you're gonna read a light YA contemporary romance. And then things that maybe were kind of impulse buys, like a book with a really pretty cover or a book you bought because it was really hyped up. Those are the sort of challenges that I've created for this sort of reading challenge. Down in the description, I've provided the list of challenges 2 ways for you. One is I just typed them all out, so you can just kind of copy and paste that into whatever you want. And I've also created a little printable for you so you can print that out, put it in your planner, or like post it on your wall next to your bookshelves or something, and so you can have your own list of the challenges. I'm going to be attempting to do this challenge all year because, you know, I've decided to make a fun way to read all of my unread books. So hopefully by the end of the year my TBR will be 24 books shorter. The goal of this challenge is not to double up on things, it's to read 1 book per challenge because we're trying to read as many unread books as possible. Of course, you don't have to fulfill all of the challenges, you can only do a few of them, you can do all of them, it doesn't matter. The goal is just to get rid of the unread books. You can go ahead and download that printable, the link is in the description below. There's no like dedicated Twitter account for it. I have decided on a hashtag for it, so you can use BYB20, which means Bust Your Bookshelf 2020, and I'm going to be tweeting about like my experience or my like journey through trying to read all of my unfinished books. I hope you guys join me in my journey of reading my unfinished books in the next year. Again, download the Printable or see the list of challenges in the description below, and tweet about your experiences with this challenge with the hashtag BYB20. Also here on my channel, I think maybe I'll be doing like periodic updates on it, maybe in my wrap-ups. I don't know if there'll be specific videos yet. I'll have to see how things go in the next year, but definitely stick around for kind of like updates or moral support or whatever here on my channel. You can go ahead and subscribe to my channel to keep up with those whatever updates are going to happen. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel again if you want to see more bookish and nerdy content from me. That is all I've got for you guys today. I'm Chrissy Lou. Till next time, matane!